This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
The man who spent his first 6 seasons as a Giant, Saquon Barkley.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. This one, returnable. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Nick snap on 1st and... Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Nix. We'll get this into the hands of Neighbors. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, here is the rookie from Texas A&M. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to run it.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
Third and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball, as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Receiver in motion, going right. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Nix to throw. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
Play action now. It's Nix. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second down and 8. Throw it. Nix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw is Nix.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Going right, it's taken in, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's to the right side, and it's Siddick. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
To the ground, a first down run. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Giants first down. They'll stay on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They have found something on the ground. 16 more yards on that carry. 3-3 our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Here's a toss, right side. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. To throw is Nix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been. And it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That is 16th touchdown of the year. No problem there on the extra point. And the Giants take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and You can see the end result.
He'll look underneath here for Barkley.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Third and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
On first down, here's Nick. This one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. They'll come up here, first and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. A short throw caught by Ferguson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. That is Ferguson in motion. Second down. Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
That is Ferguson in motion. On second down, it's Nix. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. Here's a run. And he's got another one. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown of the game. And 17 for the season.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
This one complete right side. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
To the outside, he's got Smith. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. Now a handoff, running right. And he's in! Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The tight end motioning left here. A first down throw for Nix. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. He'll go right and find his running back.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
Now a 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Nix. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And he's going to have the Giants' 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Now this looks like a design run. They're going to bring him down to the 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down picked up on the ground.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. They send a receiver in motion left. Down to the 4. It'll be second and goal. Now a give on the ground, and he will score again. Touchdown, Giants. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game, and 18 now on the season. The extra point is good, and the Giants move out to a 24-10 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. That finds Nakua along the sideline. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Man in motion is Smith. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Smith on the right side.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down. Now a give up the middle. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
All right, offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
Back to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And he will score. game on. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Throwing now from the gun. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Handoff here, up the middle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Here's Nix to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll send him over to the left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and
He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll take this down inside the 35. And they'll try to save their timeouts and use them on defense if they need it. Gets up and spikes this one.
He's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That is hot. What a throw. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's hot! So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden an 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth. So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Nick snap on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. So a road win here for the Giants. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.